Hey, welcome to a new episode of Nate's MMA Corner. I'm Nate, and if you watch my show, you're in my corner. Today's a special episode of Nate's MMA Corner. Recently I did a research paper for my English class on the discrimination of mixed martial arts and how it needs to stop because it creates jobs and it gets people out of trouble and it helps financially communities. So mixed martial arts should not be banned. Mixed martial arts should be supported, and anyone who wants to watch it should be able to watch it around the world, and that's why the ban in New York needs to stop. I could go on and on about my paper. My paper was really long. So this episode is about one of my sources for the paper, which is the Brock Lesnar book. This is one of my popular sources for the paper. Brock Lesnar, Deathclutch. It's a good book. If you haven't read this book, check it out. There you have it, and then there's some pictures inside of Brock. There you have it. Right there. And anyhow, this book, this is a book review of one of my sources for the paper. So this book, it goes over his college wrestling career, it goes over his WWE career, it goes over his Japan pro wrestling career, it goes over his UFC career, his career in mixed martial arts. Then it goes over, basically the book came out in 2011 and it ends with him working his way to get his belt back and him starting to coach The Ultimate Fighter season 13. It's a good book. If you're a Brock Lesnar fan, check it out. The book, in the book he talks about how he doesn't like Frank Mir, he doesn't like Ric Flair, he doesn't like Hulk Hogan. He breaks it down, how this guy is old and, demands all this and, I shouldn't necessarily say doesn't like, but is, kind of annoyed by some of those characters. And my paper was about mixed martial arts discrimination, and in this book it talks about how he was discriminated against for being a pro wrestler going into the mixed martial arts community. So the hardships he had to go through, and he went in to prove to himself that he could do it and prove to those people he could do it. And he won the UFC heavyweight title against Randy Couture at UFC 91 and defended it and won an interim belt at UFC 100. From Frank Mir, and then defended the belt again and won an interim belt from Shane Carwin at UFC 116. So he definitely proved that he could do it. And then this book goes into, he lost to Cain Velasquez, losing the belt, which I was at that fight, and how he's training to get his belt back. Of course, now we know he didn't get his belt back, he went back to WWE, but that's where the book leaves off. And it's a good book. So check it out if you have a chance. You could probably find it for cheap on Amazon. It's called Deathclutch, and it's co-written by Paul Heyman. So there you have it. That's a book review of one of my sources for my English paper. And until then, see ya.